Halftime for tonight's Battle of Highway 62 between the Farmington Cardinals and your Prairie Grove Tigers is proudly presented by Harton's Furniture for Less, where you can find the best selections and prices in Northwest Arkansas. Go Tigers! Halftime for tonight's Battle of Highway 62 between the Farmington Cardinals and your Prairie Grove Tigers is proudly presented by Harton's Furniture for Less, where you can find the best selections and prices in Northwest Arkansas. Go Tigers!
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.
School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family owned and customer friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is a locally owned company based in Farmington and has been serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley for 19 years. Call David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated today for a free roof or fence estimate at 479-846-2113. Again, that's 479-846-2113. David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is licensed, bonded, and insured. They have an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they proudly support all area sports teams.
Okay, we're getting ready to start the second half. The Tigers will be kicking off to start the second half. Mayer's prepared to kick. Leading 27-7 as we start the second half. What was amazing about the first half is Prairie Grove got up 13-0, and then a kick returned 80 yards for a touchdown, and Vian pulled within 13-7, and since then Prairie Grove's had a couple touchdowns and played excellent defense, and we'll talk about that again right after this kickoff. There's the kick. It's a good kick. Cloud takes it at the 20. Cloud trying to find that seam again, and he breaks it. He breaks a tackle, and Cloud has been just the offense, if you will, has all come from the kickoff return. You and I were reading through the stats just before or just after the half, Ryan, and you and I kept looking at each other. Could this be right? And then we got to talking during halftime. All of their touchdown came off a return, so that doesn't count against the offensive stats. And other than that's really been their offense. And the other time, and then they had a 30-something yard loss on the punt that goes against their offense as well.
And that's what really messed the numbers up for us. That threw it off quite a bit.
There's a keeper and hit by DeMarcus, and
Rivers a big guy, Tebow Jr. there. It takes about 4 or 5 of them to get him down. Hey, on the kickoff return there, we didn't say who had the touchdown saving tackle. I'm gonna give you some props there. Skates was a guy, number 17. He's our backup quarterback that came in for a play earlier, and one of our guys that's in the formation for the kickoff return, but he saves that tackle right there. Spinks hit him first. Spinks doesn't wrap up. He breaks that tackle. He breaks another tackle. He's going to the house if Skates doesn't make his.
He runs with a lot of authority on those kickoff returns. 2nd down and 9 after River Simon picks up a yard. Several of the Tigers in there led by DeMarcus Cooper on that tackle. 2nd down and 9. And another keeper this time, River Simon. He's going to have the first. Wow, he's still on his feet, and he does go out of bounds. Boy, he ran tough that time.
I'm telling you, he kind of takes over a game like that.
Tyler Davidson had him pretty much wrapped up, and he just kind of broke away the tackle from Davidson.
Tyler had him a little high, so River having that much, he's got 210 behind him. So with his ability to have that much behind him, Tyler's going to have to get him low.
1st down and 10, and this is kind of what Vian needed to start the second half, and another keeper, and this time he's going to be met. Davidson helps out, and Ethan Gunther was the leading tackle there.
Gunther's going to earn his stickers tonight. He's been on several tackles there from the defensive end position.
He picks up about, 3, let's call it 2nd down and 7. And I told you, you know, you and I are talking about these guys have a lot of fight in them, the Wolverines. I don't see them going away easy. And
There's Vaughn.
is Van.
Van Vaughn.
Bodie Van.
Sounds like a Bond guy.
Our broadcast team tonight, the East Lab students, we got Heath Whitley and Miles Eubanks, who are our leaders, or our instructor, as well as our IT man. Alex Nacho Henry, Maya Dotson, and the Howerton brothers, Dallin and Ian, helping out on camera work tonight. We really appreciate the fine job they do, and this is part of their classwork. And now, oh, nice move that time. He got by Heltemus. Now a flag comes down.
Burton and Johnson on the tackle, but there is a flag. Kind of looked like holding from that angle.
He put a nice move. I didn't see that initial.
It was DeMarcus that I thought was going to make a play, and River kind of gave that shoulder fake, and not that DeMarcus bit on it, but it was just enough to get away. Oh, that's going to be a face mask. That's going to be the 5-yard version, and it's going to be a first down.
That's enough for the first down. There's
quick pass.
Quick pass.
That's crisp.
Chris is going to be hit initially there by Bryant, and then looks like Spinks comes in to help. Ryan, I just got a score from Shiloh. Shiloh trails Little Rock Christian 13-7 at the half.
Wow. Now, is Little Rock Christian where the Arkansas basketball commit plays that blew up last week in his first game back as a football player?
I think you're right. They're 5A.
Because I saw Conway tweet out something about how he wished he'd just stick with basketball. Rivers wanted straight draw again.
And he made, wow, he is just a tough runner, strong runner.
Bryant is the one who makes the tackle that time. Burton assists on it, but I'm telling you guys, he can take over a game like that.
And you know what? It looks like what they did, went in half and say, let's go do what we do. And they've really come out and made River Simon the feature part of their offense, and he has gotten most of the yards on this drive. It's 3rd down and 1. Ball inside the Prairie Grove 4-yard line. And now here's a give. They get him back here. Oh, he breaks the tackle.
DeMarcus had him.
There's a fumble. There's a fumble on the goal line. They get the first down, so it's going to be 1st and goal. That was Cloud that broke the tackle. I tell you, he's a tough runner.
He is, because he's not a huge guy. He's a sophomore. I'm trying to look at the weight here. I'm not getting it.
DeMarcus had him. We had him for a loss. It looked like it was going to be 4th and long. He breaks that tackle. Now it's 1st and goal inside the 2. And now just a keeper, and wow.
Good job that time by a couple of Prairie Grove players. Bryant, DeMarcus, Burton. Several of them. Look like Lane Dalton right there also just clogging that middle up. And when he tried to go a little bit higher, Burton raised up and met him there. That's not really a guy you want to meet in an alley.
No, and you know what, really, nice job by Prairie Grove to keep him out of the end zone that time. I'll tell you what, if I'm Vian, I'd do that 4 times. I don't know.
Oh, definitely. 2nd and goal from the 1. They're going to go in the I formation, but I agree with you. I'm going River every time.
And this time it's a
Vaughn. He doesn't get in.
He doesn't get in. He's short. They're going to mark him short. It's 3rd down.
That was Bryant once again. Stone and Spinks.
And they're wow, it's getting close, but it's 3rd down, and here you're now inside the 1. The first time they were inside the 2. They didn't get any yards on the first play. That one, now you're inside the 1.
If I'm Vian, I get back in that shotgun and let River run wild. I mean, I just fake to a couple guys and take off to the outside, find that opening.
I don't know if they take snaps under center, but if they do, you put him under center and just let him move forward. He's a big man, especially he's going to do that, just what I said.
He is, but we stopped him, I think.
I don't think he made it.
No.
Yeah, he's in. He's got it. Touchdown comes for Vian.
I thought Waldrop did a good job that time of getting the center cut, and River had to go over the top, and I didn't think he made it.
Nice job by River Simon. He brings the score to 27-13. They took 5 minutes and 22-second drive, Ryan, and that was a short field for them because you remember the kickoff return, they started on Prairie Grove side of the field. Extra point can bring them within 13 points here. Extra point on the way, and wow, he kicks it all the way to Lincoln.
That is a long PAT kick right there.
Well, with 6:38 to go here in the third, it's the Tigers 27, the Wolverines 14.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479-442-4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, is also home to the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road, the Chevy Silverado.
Okay, getting ready to kick. Number 9, Elijah Mendoza. Mendoza getting ready to kick for Vian. Tigers. Ryan, there's a huge hole there in our receiving, but man, that kid can flat out kick. And Hobbs takes it at the 1-yard line. He makes a nice little move. Hobbs got some room. Oh, the cut. He should have kept going that way.
I know, he had it.
He had it.
If he'd have kept going upfield, he was almost trying to go lateral a little too much there after the first really good cut.
Did he get to the 20?
I think his forward progress is going to put him right at the 20.
He could have let that one bounce in the end zone then. We'd been in the same place.
We probably haven't practiced what to do when it's on the goal line kick like that because most guys don't kick that far.
Man, Mendoza's a good kicker. 6:30 to go here in the third quarter. Tigers with the first possession, their first possession of the second half is Vian run a lot of clock on theirs.
Bryant in motion.
And there is a give. That's Preston.
Nice hit that time.
Aaron Preston, was met by Hayden Parson.
I will say that Preston was the hammer that time, and he did get tackled, but he
drove him back.
Yeah.
Preston is maybe $150 at the most. he just ran over guys 40 pounds out, weighs him about 40 pounds.
Yeah, he was the hammer.
6 minutes to go in the third. John David Elder under center, second down, and let's call it 3. And another give. Preston, he's gonna have the first down. He gets over the 30-yard line.
And that'll be a first down.
Quarterback Simon makes the tackle that time. Brian, that kid is a football player.
He is. He has 2 brothers that play at a school in Oklahoma in college. In his interview with Channel 5 last week, he talks about, one game at a time, blah, blah, blah. But then he says, it's an honor and a privilege to play Vian football just like my brothers. And so I kind of did a little research, who's my brothers, and to see. And he does. He has 2 brothers that have played or are playing right now. I don't remember exact football at a college in Oklahoma. So,
well, we get a 5-yard penalty there for a false start or illegal motion.
He seemed like a really mature kid in his interview, too. I was pretty impressed with him, just the way he handled it. John David will be back under center. Colin Bryant in motion.
Now, John David Elder, quick pass. There's DeMarcus. Nice job by DeMarcus. Good job by John David Elder. Both of them well-executed play, and it's a first down for Prairie Grove, Ryan.
Last night in the junior high game, we're in Vian, and it's a battle. It's still about a 1-touchdown difference. And they are crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to stuff our 2 Superman running backs that we have in the junior high. And next thing you know, we throw a tight end dump, and there's not a guy within 20 yards of our junior high tight end, and he takes it to the house for a touchdown. So I'm surprised we saw it tonight because they saw it last night once, and it burned them.
I formation this time, and it goes to John. Whoa! Wow, Johnson's met in the backfield. Number 51, Cade Cato, and he meets him. It's going to be a couple-yard loss there, maybe 3 yards.
That was the number 61 that's caught him down from
was it
behind a
61?
couple times. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He's caught him from behind a couple times and done a really good job.
I thought it was 51. It was 61. Bobby Risley.
Give us to Johnson. He
Johnson
goes to the
gets the
outside.
corner, and Johnson stays in bounds. Does a good job. You see how he paused there and he knew he was going out of bounds? He picked a couple extra yards by making that stop and going forward.
Daytona Pinkley will come in at guard. Give a little credit to the front line here. There's Hawkins and Joe Reynolds, Cameron Cox, Daytona Pinkley, and Landon Waldrop, your front five there.
Third down and 4 for the Tigers, and John David Elder in the shotgun this time. We have trips to the far side. And DeMarcus makes a move, and it's knocked down. Excellent job by Chris Logan from Vian. He's been in there a lot tonight. This time, Vian stops Prairie Grove. And this is where field position is a big deal, Ryan, because when you look at what Vian, they started at the Prairie Grove 46. They drove 46 yards. We just drove 28, and it's a lot different because when you start there,
right.
If it's 4th and 4 and you start farther along, you might decide to go for it. We thought about it.
Yeah, even at the 50, we're still thinking about it. And I think you're making the right choice here.
Yeah, I do too. But if you're 10 more yards down the field, you're going for that.
Right.
That's why that kickoff was huge.
Right. John David back deep. He'll field the snap.
It's a good kick. And now he's going to wave it for a fair catch. He fumbles it. I think he got it back.
I did too.
That's where that fair catch probably bought him that because we had to hold up. Yeah, we had to slow down.
And that was DeMarcus and Burton right there. So if he's not, he's getting laid out.
Well, this is a big series now for both teams. The game is really probably in the balance here, Ryan, because with 27-14, they're within a score.
That's right.
If we hold them, they're going to go in the fourth quarter down by 2 scores. Wow, coming onto the field late, number 54, Daytona Pinkley. And that is Van. Oh, there's holding all over the place.
Hold.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3 flags. That's coming back. Or are they calling that us for illegal substitution? Maybe no.
I don't think you can on defense. You can run them in and out. Big penalty right there. That's kind of like what we faced that first time, where it's going to be half the distance to the goal, and that's going to put them all the way back to the 7.
Wow.
Maybe the 6-yard line there.
Yeah, well, that hole was in the backfield, like you said there, and so it's first and long. Ball's at the 6. They got 24 yards to go here, and there is the pitch to Van, and he breaks a couple tackles. Ooh,
That's a
wow.
big stick right there by Bryant. Looks like Gunther on the bottom of the pile there too. Gunther kind of had him on the lower section, and Bryant took care of the upper half.
He gets the ball to the 10-yard line. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 20 for Vian. 2nd and 20, under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Vian had the ball 5 minutes, over 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes in this quarter.
River in the shotgun. Looks like he's wanting to give, but he's just keeping as long as possible and then decides to run it. But we've got a host of Tigers there. He keeps it in Vaughn's belly for a long time, hoping that someone else will commit to him and he can pull the ball. So it's just kind of a mush play, but they like that, whether it's the read or that option, that quick option. They just like to muddle it up and let the athletes be athletes, find a hole, and then take off. That time, nothing going. Prairie Grove's got everything taken care of.
That was those host of Tigers was led there by Dustin Burton. Said nothing going. They picked up about 6 yards. This brings up 3rd down and 14. So it didn't look like much because they had so far to go, but he got a pretty good yardage. Brings up 3rd down for the Wolverines. He's in the shotgun. He's back to throw. He's hit. As he throws, he's got a man. It's overthrown.
Good deal. Good
Boy,
deal. They do like to throw it deep every once in a while like that, but, you know, they connect on about 1 out of 10. So when you only throw it twice a game, you're only going to hit that every once in a while. You're going to have to throw that 10 times a game, and you can't afford that many losses of downs in your possessions. So,
well, that penalty was huge. That made it, because it was in the backfield, it got them in a big hole. They were unable to overcome it, and now Chris Logan to kick, and Bryant, nice kick. Bryant's got some chance to return this one, and let's see if he can do his best Isaac Disney impression here.
There's a start.
There he goes. He's inside the 35, down to the 33. Stone Bryant. You know, when you have that good of a kick, caught it there. He had room. He had time. He may have outkicked his coverage a little bit that time. So good job, the Tigers. See, now, Ryan, if we drive 28 yards, it's a much different
right.
when you're starting at their 33.
That penalty that time really put him behind the chains, so makes it possible for us. John David will go under center, base formation. Burton in motion.
And now John David Elder back. He's looking, he throws, he overthrows Burton.
I don't think Burton saw it. It got in the air, and I don't think he saw it, and he saw it at the last second and then couldn't speed up in time. But he was looking for it. You could tell he was trying to figure out where the ball was at.
They're still, I mean, I'll tell you what, they're still coming after John David.
Oh, that's what they do. I mean, they even have some run stoppers there in the middle. You look at big number 73. I mean, get a weight on that guy. He's a large man. They don't put it in there.
Lance Leaf, they don't have it. Maybe the scale doesn't register.
He'll be here all night.
Well, we got our big man too with Hawkins. So, and now
there's our counter.
Oh, look at that
with Johnson.
Johnson makes another move. He's trying to get in there.
Big hit by Vaughn.
He's down to the 1.
Good job tracking him by Van.
He kept trying to find holes. I think if he'd have just kept going on that first one, he might have made it. Let's watch the replay here. Here he goes. Now watch this cut here. Now, streak down. I think he could have streaked down the field there, but then kept going back and forth. Nonetheless, great run by Johnson. Gets it down to the 2-yard line. First and goal for the Tigers. 1:12 to go here in the third quarter. And now it is Johnson again, and they're not going to let him. No. Yep, that was Johnson. I saw Heltemus on the back there for a second. No gain that time.
They do a good job that time. We're trying to get to the outside a little bit there, and it doesn't work out. I see us second down and 2, second goal from the 2. I do see maybe an option type look where John David can decide what to do. You also see one of your quick passes to a guy like Coop. But I like the option look here.
Well, we may try to get on the corner. It's John David, and we got a flag.
There's that quick slant right there. That's what I figured we.
Did we get a? Oh man, did we get a delay of game? Oh, false start.
False start.
So tough break. The Tigers now second down. It's a big difference being 2nd and 7, or second goal from the 7. Then, we started this thing 1st and goal from the 2. We're down to 18 seconds to go here. They may let the clock run on out. I don't know if we're going to run a play here or not, Ryan.
We don't have to.
Let's see what we're going to do. I don't think we're going to get it off.
Quick pitch, Johnson.
Wow.
Good tackle that time by 51.
That time it was 51, Cade Cato, and he drops Johnson for a loss. So, boy, their defense is
2nd and 2 from the goal, or 2nd and goal from the 2 to 3rd and large. 1st and goal from the 2
yeah.
to 3rd and about 10.
Well, that's the end of 3 quarters of play. Prairie Grove hanging on the lead, 27-14.
And at Everett, they don't just have one or two. They have over 100 on the lot. Every option, every color, so go pick yours out today. And at Everett Chevrolet, they're backed by a super service and parts department. Champions in their own right. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers! Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor.
Hi, my name is Julia, and this is an inside look at Prairie Grove Christian Church. Our services are at 9 and 10:30, and they last a little over an hour, which consists of worship, communion, and a biblically based message. On Wednesdays, we offer Quest and 2240, which is activities for children and junior high. On Sunday evenings, we offer senior high 2240. In addition, we have adult small groups and men's and women's encounters. We serve our community with the great serve and support of Life Ministries and the Backpack Program. In the fall, we host upward basketball and cheerleading for kindergarten through 2nd grade. This year, we will have teams traveling to Haiti and Cambodia, as well as aiding victims of Hurricane Harvey. Join us at PGCC, where our mission statement is love God, love others, and serve others.
Harden's Furniture for Less proudly.
All right, it is 3rd and goal from the 10. Got 2 plays to get it in. John David under center. We got a split to both sides.
Here's John David. He pumps, goes to the outside of Johnson. Johnson's got to make a move. He gets down to the 4.
I like that play call right there. John David does a good job with the pump fake, looking at the receiver, and then gets it out in the flat, which usually when they're coming upfield, that's a great play. This time, with it being so packed in because of the goal line situation, we're not running guys off as far, so they're able to make the play. Still a great play call because you get your guy in space.
The only thing I would have liked, I'd like to see it run to the wide side.
Right.
That
you get your guy in space either way, but it's so tight on this side like you're talking about, and with the goal line right there and us not getting enough time to run guys off, that play becomes a little bit tighter.
It's 4th down and goal from the 5 for Prairie Grove, and now we're going to call timeout.
Well, we had 2 seconds left on the time clock there, so
let's take a timeout with them with 11:17 to go in the game. Prairie Grove up 27-14.
Sports Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Come by and visit our showroom on Highway 62. Harden's Furniture for Less provides the best selection and best prices in Northwest Arkansas. Tell us you saw it on PG Tigers Online. Go Tigers!
And we're back. It's 4th down and goal from the 5. Prairie Grove started this 1st and goal from the 2, had a penalty and then a loss on a play. And now here's John David Elder from the shotgun. He rolls to his left. He squares back up, throws. It is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the Wolverines, and that it was intended for Burton, and good coverage that time by Vian, Bodie Vian of the Wolverines. So the Wolverines will start inside right at their own 5-yard line. So, Ron, they got 95 yards to go to pay dirt to get them back in the game.
You know, we love having, like you said, that field position makes a big difference when you do get a stop. And so this is one of those situations where if we do get a stop here, we can count on a punt. Straight up the middle that time.
Spinks, I believe, is in there on the tackle. And that was Logan on the carry. He picks up 4 yards, bring up 2nd down and 6 for Vian.
River under center this time.
And they got a high I formation, and River Simon keeps it, and it takes a host of Prairie Grove Tigers to bring him down. And one of those is number 30, Trevor King.
Spinks also on the bottom there.
Spinks has been in, he's limping a little bit there.
Well, yeah, he just took down a guy 2 plays in a row, pretty much that outweighed him by about 80 pounds.
It's 3rd down and 1 for Vian. 10:15 to go in the game.
Back in the tight eye there.
And they keep, he's got the first. He's out over the
That was Vaughn that time. Van Vaughn. First down, Vian.
Vian with the ball, and they've got it now at the 18-yard line.
You know, nothing special, nothing pretty right there. Just right up the middle, muddied up, 3 yards. You know, if you get a little bit more than 3 every time, you're good.
First down and 10 for the Wolverines. And now
That's a little different formation that time. They bunched
they
up.
got him. Hey!
That's Trevor right there.
Trevor King brings down River Simon back at the 10-yard line. That's a big loss, 8 yards.
That's something I hadn't seen in the first 2 weeks film. They ran a bunch formation and were bootlegging out to that side. I didn't know if he was going to throw deep or throw back. Maybe I didn't look downfield because Trevor was right there. He didn't even get a chance.
And we had their guy covered. I didn't see who it was, but we had them covered. They were looking at number 88 for Vian, and we had him covered up. Now it's 2nd down and 18. Ball at their own 10 from the shotgun again, and it looks like Vian's going to call a timeout.
They were getting ready to do that speed option right there.
Well, let's take another timeout with them. 9:10 to go. Prairie Grove still up by 13.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsors of Prairie Grove High School athletics, and also proud of their huge inventory, both new or used. You'll find what you're looking for at Everett Chevrolet. Are you looking for the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road? You're looking for the Chevy Silverado, and they've got them. How about the Chevy Camaro? How about the Chevy Corvette? It's all waiting for you at Everett Chevrolet. Family-owned and customer-friendly. Everett Chevrolet, I-49 at Elm Springs Road. Everett Chevrolet says, go Tigers!
David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is a locally owned company based in Farmington and has been serving Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley for 19 years. Call David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated today for a free roof or fence estimate at 479-846-2113. Again, that's 479-846-2113.
2nd down and 18 for Vian. Ball's at their 10. 9:10 to go in the game.
Gunther, Hawkins, DeMarcus, and in at defensive tackle number 77, sophomore Hayden Black, a guy they really need to get accustomed to high school football here.
Under center, they give the pitch, and good run, hard run.
That's Gunther and Stone Bryant on the tackle.
And he gets about 3 yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15 to go for Vian.
I like on these long 3rd downs, they'll bring in number 20 at defensive end, Heltemus, you know, one of our running backs, playing defensive end. He's one of those athletes that can really play in all 3 levels of the defense. They put him at that speed rush end type deal, and he can get in the backfield on one of these pass plays.
3rd down, 15. Boy, we don't see them in this kind of set that often. And here comes River Simon, and he takes it, drops back. Spinks is in his face. It's a screen. We play it well. And we get him, bring him down. That was Burton and Johnson. 2 seniors right there covering that screen up. Excellent defense that time, Ryan.
That was. That worked out to perfection for us. You know, they got what they wanted as far as the rush and River dropping back and got their guy in the flat open on the screen, but not accounting for the fact that Burton and Johnson, they're going to fly to the ball no matter where they're at.
And now, Logan. Oh, Chris Logan. It's a high kick. Get away from it, guys. Oh, it takes a great bounce for Vian. Wow.
I thought we touched it again.
Couldn't have took a better bounce for Vian. That time, back deep for Prairie Grove was Jake Watson, and he did the right thing staying away. I think that may be their last punt tonight, Ryan, if we can hang on to the ball for a little bit, because if we do stop them on 4th, they're going to have to go for it. Prairie Grove's going to start at their own 47. I tell you what, that punt looked when it first started, we were going to get the ball around our 35 or their 35 or 40. But it took a nice bounce for the Wolverines, and now Prairie Grove starts at their own 47. In our base set this time, John David coming under center. 7:39 to go in the game. Here is the give right up the middle. It's Preston. There he goes. 35. Give. 6. Give him 6. Hey! You know, I was complaining about that for the first scrimmage of the first game, about our inside game, and now tonight, Aaron Preston has put on a show. Let's watch this again, Ryan. Look at this.
This is your trap.
Let's move it, Nacho. Can you go a little faster?
We'll have to go back here.
Yeah,
we'll go back to that.
After it. Oh, here it goes.
A little swinging gate here.
Look at this, Ryan. He broke it, and then there he just went. There was nobody there. Once he got through there, and then it was just speed, and he goes all the way to the end zone. Let's go back to the live action. Extra point on the way. It is no good. That's good.
It's good.
Man, my angle's terrible. Well, right now we're 1 point worse than we were a year ago. On this. It was 35-14 last year. You have another headset we can put him on? 7:30 to go in the ball game. Prairie Grove up now 34-14. Ryan, I'm a little more comfortable now with this lead than I am at 27-14 because one play after that and they're striking distance. We're joined now by a third broadcaster, Braden. Nice to have you with us. Braden's been doing our volleyball games, Ryan. And he's going to join us here for a little bit. We'll ask him a few questions momentarily. Here comes the kick. And we're getting smart. We're just taking that. We're not going to kick it back to Cloud anymore. So. As I mentioned, Braden Clark with us. Braden, you are a sophomore, is that right?
Yes, sir, that's right.
All right. Well, after this play, we'll get a couple comments from you here, Braden. It's first down and 10 for Vian ball at the 35. Ryan, here's where a run team is in trouble, down by 3 scores. Nice cut that time. Finally brought down by Heltemus. That was number 20, Javen Wright. So far tonight, Braden, what have you liked from Prairie Grove?
Well, Laren, I really have liked just about everything. We came out on everything tonight, and in that first half, I think we made the right decision of receiving the ball, and we're up by 20. So, overall, it's been a good night for Prairie Grove.
It has, and the thing I've been impressed with this night is that we've got a lot of heart because these guys, size-wise, are a little bigger than we are. Ryan, it is 2nd and 4, and here is the give to Van. Van, he's going to be caught in the backfield for a loss.
Good job that time. I'm trying to look at the guys on the bottom of the pile there, getting up off the bottom. I think that's Burton. You can easily tell he's got that long hair in the back.
Yeah, he's letting the locks fly tonight. Up on screen, as you can see here, Braden Clark, our special guest. He's our volleyball announcer this year. Braden, you and I got to do a volleyball game, one of them there a week or so ago. Tell us about the other night. They played Shiloh, right? How'd that one go for us?
Well, Len, we got beat pretty bad in all 3 sets. They took it in 3 sets, but we kept our composure all night long, and we put up a good fight last night. We put up a good fight. Came up a little short, but we won last night over Westport. We won 3 in the conference, and I'm hoping we can win, this coming Tuesday against the Gentry Pioneers. Well,
what was interesting about the volleyball game our volleyball team, we lost a lot of seniors from last year's team, and Riley Gerwig and others that we lost, and when you lose that many seniors and you don't have a lot of your people coming back who had a lot of playing time, it can affect that. But you know what? Like you said, we got to win. After a loss, we came back and got a win. Very important.
Yep, and, we scored 25 in all 3 sets last night.
That is cool.
Oh gosh.
You got to tell them what you're seeing.
All
here.
right, Ryan, I'm gonna let you explain that one.
Someone hands us a phone in here to the booth, and it's a dog with a T-shirt on, and it says "Give 'em 6" in big letters.
There's the pass play from River Simon, intended for number 88 Christian Chris. It falls incomplete.
That is awesome.
That's classic.
I wonder how those would sell in Prairie Grove. Braden, would you buy one? You got a dog that could wear one of those?
well, no, but I wear it. And
You'd wear it?
Yeah.
It's 4th down and 7 as Chris Logan is to punt again tonight, and they've had some effective punts, but their snap has been tough tonight. Let's see how this one goes.
Well,
it's a fake punt.
It's a fake punt, and
he did not get it.
He did not get it.
Nope, he was short. He's way short. And when in that first quarter, their center oversnapped him, and we got it right down on 14. So
that was a big play in the game. That gave us the 2-score lead that we needed to start the game. And now we're going to start this one inside the 45. What would have been good for Logan to do there to fake that a little more? He should have jumped.
Right.
Because as many times
someone's got to make it look like it's not there.
Well, we're starting at the 44, 1st down and 10, 6:02 to go in the game. And now the Tigers start running down this clock. There is Colin Bryant. Colin's going to pick up 5 down to they're going to mark him at the 40. He picks up 4 yards. Braden, tonight, what have you seen from Vian that you like so far?
Well, I just like that we're beating them. I mean, that's basically all. I mean,
he's a happy man.
I thought you were a homer, man.
No, Braden Clark, he's a homer.
I love to support Prairie.
Unless you're talking NASCAR.
Look at John David Elder on the keeper. Elder, he's at the 25. He's still on his feet at the 20.
And he was right down at the 20-yard line.
I thought he gave it to Helton.
I did. He kept it in his belly for a while.
He did his best Jacob Storley impression right there.
Oh, yeah.
Storley was notorious. Jacob Storley, 2013 quarterback. Let's watch this play again. Nacho, if you can go, look at that. Well, that's just the end of the play there, but man, he did such a good job of keeping it in the belly of Heltimus. Ryan. Yeah, Jacob Storley was 2013 quarterback, and he was
an option quarterback.
Oh, he was fantastic. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. And there's Johnson. He gets outside. He cuts down to 10. Give him
6.
There you go, Brent. Hey, there you go. Give him 6.
And when you called it, when he cut to the outside, he was gone. Let's watch that one again, Nacho. Unbelievable. Touchdown, Prairie Grove. I love it, Lynn. I love it, buddy.
Oh, 4:48 to go in the game. The Tigers now up 40-14. And
Braden, you're a natural, brother. You are a natural.
James Mayer in to try the extra point.
And here's our kicker.
James Mayer.
James Mayer is on the kick for the Tigers. John David on the hold. It is up. It is good. And with 4:48 to go in the game, our score, our Prairie Grove Tigers 42, Vian Wolverines 14.
We'll be back after this.
David's Roofing and Fencing Incorporated is licensed, bonded, and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, and they proudly support all area sports teams.
Who decided you can't have good rates and good coverage? If you're questioning your insurance options, get real answers from a real person. With a Farm Bureau Insurance Get Real review. It's simple, quick, and tailored just for you. Get real auto, home, and life insurance. Get Farm Bureau Insurance.
In Washington County, call Trey Autry at 479.
Okay. All right, we're back with you. 4:48 to go. Ryan, we have a couple of former Prairie Grove players playing tomorrow. You want to talk about that for a minute?
We do. Last week we actually had both Dylan Sainer and Blake Falk playing college football. One at Henderson State, one at Iowa State. tomorrow, Dillon will play Iowa on ESPN2 at 11. So you can catch Dillon on ESPN, and then Blake will be at home versus Tech. Blake actually got the start last week and had about 6 carries for about 30-something yards on a mainly passing team, but still 2 guys playing big boy ball.
There goes Van.
Uh-oh. Yep, he's gone.
And then
he's gone.
For the second time tonight,
Unbelievable.
Vian,
Unbelievable.
2 of their 3 touchdowns have come on kickoff return.
So from now on, we are kicking away from any receiver on the kickoff. Let's just keep it to the tight end. Let's keep it high. Let's do the fair catch thing, because our kickoff return coverage is starting to struggle.
Yep, and you know about Dillon, you know, I thought we had him beat, but I guess he outran us right there, and we weren't able to catch him.
Well, you know what's happened tonight is their guys, they know one speed when they're going, and it's full throttle, and that's exactly what happened there. The extra point from Mendoza on the way, and when he kicks on one end, he kicks to Lincoln. That time he kicked it to Farmington. So,
well, and both of them have been their main running backs that have run the ball back, and they're not the power backs. They're the guys with moves. There's the guys with speed, and they showed it on both those kickoff returns.
Well, I don't want to give this one website too much credit, but there's one where there's a lot of football fodder that goes on there. Someone called a 20-point win tonight. They're in the ballpark.
So, Len, let's go ahead and talk about next week's game against the West.
Braden, my goodness, we ain't even finished this game yet.
Well,
we got 4 minutes and 36 seconds. Did you see UCLA and Texas A&M last weekend?
Yeah.
This game ain't over yet.
Well,
when we get down to about $1.50, Braden, we'll talk about next week. We got a couple more minutes left. Well, then we'll get to next week's game.
on the kick for the Vian Wolverines is number. Let's see who's kicking.
Number
for
9,
It's
Mendoza.
Mendoza's kicking.
And let's see if we can't run one back here and even the score.
It's going to be an onside this time. We do have our hands team.
And let's see if he can recover it here, Lynn.
It's going to go.
Wow.
Yep, and he's down. We got the ball.
Good job, Bryant, that time, but still, that's scary. He didn't even let it go 10.
Wow.
He went ahead and snagged it.
The thing that was impressive there, Ryan, is that he was by himself.
Yes.
And if he didn't bobble it at all, if he bobbles that at all, he's
It's
going to
theirs.
get. He's going to, because they'd have leveled him. It's a good job he got it and got down, protected himself.
No fear from the Bryant brothers. I will say that for sure, both of them.
There's never, there's never a time I see an onside kick. I have a very bad memory. One night we were playing a team back in many years ago when I played.
Covered wagon
And I
days.
was supposed to be on the good hands team. I looked like a shortstop that let a hot one go right between my leg. The other team recovered. We held them off, but it's, every time I see it, it brings back horrible memories. Here is John David Elder. We're going to throw the ball, and he's got Burton, and Burton's got it inside the. Oh no! He's going to say he's out of bounds. He had it at the 27, and he goes out.
That was close. I'd love to see that one on replay, even though it was out of bounds. Great execution on everything, but give him a second. Sorry, Nacho.
So here we go, Lynn. As you can see, we got. So here we go. See, he's dropped back. Then Dustin Burton comes into play. It like
you got too much press here.
Your
name
name's in the
kept
way.
us from being able to see it. You're getting too much press, Braden.
Well,
second down and 10, and now here's the give to Johnson. Johnson breaks a tackle.
Hey, he's got a first down. He's got a first down to Moore. He's down and he cuts back at the 20, at the 15. He is going to be out about the 11-yard line, Lynn.
Looks like Braden, I think they're going to spot him at the 17 there, not going out, but that's a good run that time.
That's a tough run.
All right, here's the run. Look at him there. He's still on his feet, knocked out of bounds.
All right, so we're down to 4:15 to go in the ball game.
I do like that they're taking Johnson out here. You got a 20-point lead with 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
You don't want to risk that injury.
Matter of fact, I wouldn't mind seeing them bring John David out.
That's right.
And so
or at least don't. Yeah, go ahead.
No more
Brady.
passes.
And so we know our backup quarterback to see what he can do.
We do have a couple of backup guys in at different positions, too.
Let's see. See who we got in there at halfback.
It's 36, Jared Harger.
Harger, and You know, and look at John David. He's letting it
And then
go all the way down to and there. It's Harger on the carry, and Harger's brought down, and he's brought down hard.
Harger, he's going to be a sophomore. He's 5'8", 160, so a big difference then from Johnson.
What about our line? Have we subbed there on the line, Ryan?
We have. In at right tackle is going to be Dickerson.
Yeah, Dakota Dickerson. He's in the game.
Our left guard is going to be our number 77, Hayden Black. And here we're going to bring in the rest of the second unit. You can see Gunther coming in at tight end. 74 is, I had it in Cade Horn. He'll come in at tackle.
And Dickerson stayed in there. He's over on the left tackle side now.
And we're down to 5 seconds on the play clock. 3:11 to go in the ballgame. And he's going to be brought down immediately.
That was Hobbs on the carry. He's dropped down. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 for the Tigers. But we're under 3 minutes to go here. And Braden, you got about another minute and a half, and I'll let you talk about next week. But we.
He's excited. He's excited.
No, I love it. I love it.
By the way, thanks for letting me join the commentary.
Oh,
guys.
you bet. You bet.
You know, it's been a blast for volleyball. It's been a blast for me. I'm having fun.
You do a good job, man.
Yeah, you do. And after this play, we'll talk a little bit more about volleyball. And now into the game is Skates. Ethan Skates now in on 3rd down. Skates, he's running the option. He pitches it.
Oh, he dropped the ball. And
Oh.
we barely got that one back, Lynn. We barely got that one back. Oh,
Well-
man, that scared me to death. I thought we were going to lose it there.
Well, we got it. And actually, it was.
Oh.
It had the pitch
I think
been
it
there. If the pitch had been there, we had
Oh, yeah,
some
he
room.
was open.
Yep. We had some room. Now we're approaching 2 minutes to go. Braden, I was going to say the thing about volleyball is we've been webcasting football since 2010. We did the 2010-11 school year, so 2010 football season. We started volleyball in the 2012-2013 season. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We did it for 5 years. This is our 6th year now, and volleyball is a great sport, and it's action-packed. There's,
It is.
the thing I like about volleyball, there's not a time clock.
Right.
So timeout there by Vian leaves them 1 timeout with 2:15 to go, and that's a smart timeout for them because if they're going to have any kind of chance, they can't let Prairie Grove run another 25 seconds off. So here we go, 4th down and 11 for the Tigers. Skates under center, Skates again on the option, and now pitch it. Oh!
No, he's going to keep it.
He didn't trust himself that time.
You know something, Ryan? The thing I really liked about that time from
Skates.
Watson.
Oh, okay.
Watson you want to keep a 3 to 4 yard pitch relationship when you're doing that, and Watson was keeping that. The pitch, if Skates had pitched it, he wasn't going to have to throw it way out there. He had a 3 to 4 yard. That's an easy pitch, or
Right.
easier pitch. I was hoping he'd pitch it because I thought it was there, but
It was there, but I think he's just one of those deals where he wasn't going to make the mistake like he did last time.
Yeah.
And not that it was a mistake, it was just a bad pitch. But still, it's one of those deals that's in your head. You may not do it the second time.
Well, that brings up 1st and 10 for Vian. They are not giving up. I mean, we had some second teamers in there for us. They've got their first guys in there, and the right thing to do because they're trying to catch up 2:07 to go in the game. It is River Simon, and now they're not going to get him off. Are they going to have to spend a timeout? No, Prairie Grove did. Let's take a timeout with them. 2:06 to go in the game. Tigers up by 20.
Four 4266.
Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company of Arkansas Incorporated, Southern Farm Bureau Casualty Insurance Company, Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi.
Everett Chevrolet, proud sponsor of Prairie Grove Athletics, is also home to the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size truck on the road, the Chevy Silverado. And at Everett, they don't just have 1 or 2. They have over 100 on the lot, every option, every color, so go pick yours out today. And at Everett Chevrolet, they're backed by a super service and parts department, champions in their own right. Everett Chevrolet, family-owned, customer-friendly.
Oh, man. Let's go. I mean, I love to thank you for everything you do, my friend.
There's the give, this time to Wright. Wright's got some room, and he gets into the secondary.
That's Keandre and Skates on the tackle that time.
So down to 2 minutes to go in the game. And I think we're doing the right thing here, Ryan, by keeping and Braden by keeping our second teamers in here, not letting anybody get hurt. We got to get to conference play healthy.
Wright once again on the give.
Wright, and he breaks some tackles. He may go. Wright brought down.
36 is Jared Harger. They'll pick up the first down. Good tackle, open field tackle that time by Jared.
It's brought down right at the 49-yard line there, Ryan. So.
Hurry up offense here. They'll go straight to the setup, wait for the chains to be set, and the whistle will blow.
You know, we were in the same spot last year, and for the second time in 2 years, you could say we could beat Vian, Oklahoma.
That was a good run that time by River Simon. They're going to mark him right at the 40, which is going to give them a first down.
Good 10-yard run that time. I thought it was going to go to Wright once again. I thought that was the game plan there. But River taking it for himself and picking up the first down.
And it looks like Vian also, you know, they've taken out Bodie Van, but they've left in River Simon. They got a conference and thing to think about as well. But they want a good showing, and Wright doing a good job. He's weaving his way through the Prairie Grove defense. He's down at the Prairie Grove 30. We are down to a minute 20 seconds. Braden, what is going to happen next week with the West Fork game?
Well, when we are going to West Fork, they lost to Greenland in a blowout, and if Nacho can, I now look on Max Preps tomorrow, but I think, you know, I mean, West Fork's not that good of a team this year. I mean, they're really, I mean, they're decent. I mean, they're decent, Lynn, but, you know, I think we're going to manhandle them. And if anybody in Prairie Grove, Arkansas, wants to support, wants to donate for cancer awareness, you can donate $10 to Prairie Grove High School, East Lab, or to Mr. Whitley, and see if we can beat West Fork in raising enough money for cancer awareness.
Yeah, they're having a competition next week, West Fork versus Prairie Grove, to see who can raise the most for childhood cancer awareness. And so that's what we're getting a plug here by Braden.
Well, that's a excellent cause, as we've been honoring that tonight. That carry by Wright, brought down by Heltemus, and now Wright again. He's trying to find, wow, we catch him, but now he breaks the tackle. He's got some room. He's brought down. Again, I want to thank our East Lab, our instructor, Heath Whitley, Miles Eubanks, our IT man, Alex Nacho Henry. I joined him tonight on some of those nachos. Maya Dotson, the Howerton brothers, Dallin and Ian. And again, Ryan, thank you for being here, and Braden for joining us here in the fourth quarter. Down to 3, 2, and that's going to do it. The final score, the Prairie Grove Tigers 41, the Vian Wolverines 21.
And you know what, Lynn? I gotta give credit to Vian. They brought a heck of a good crowd over here tonight.
They did bring a big crowd. I mean, it's a pretty good trip.
It's about an hour and 15, hour and 30 drive.
Yeah.
So we'll move to 3-0, well 2-0 on the season. And next week, we'll see if we can't beat West Fork, go 3-0, and get ready for conference play.
Thanks for joining us tonight, Braden. Braden, we'll do this again. Thank you very much.
And just a little update, make sure you tune in to volleyball this Tuesday as we take on the Gentry Pioneers in volleyball.
You got it. Let's go through the stats real quick, Ryan. Ryan, we had for Prairie Grove, we had 475 yards of total offense, Vian with 155, most of that coming on the one big drive they had in the second half.
Right, and really you don't get to tell the tape there because the two big plays were kickoff returns. So the score doesn't reflect as much.
You could add about 160 yards for returning yards, which evens that up a little. Yep. Prairie Grove had 314 yards rushing, Vian 147. They averaged 3.7 a carry. We did 8.3. On receiving tonight, John David Elder, 10 of 18, 161 yards. He had 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Simon on the other side, 4 of 8. He only had 8 yards passing. So they were ineffective in the air. Turnovers tonight, Prairie Grove had 1, an interception near the goal line. Time of possession, right about 24 minutes apiece. Let's go individual stats. Johnson, 15 carries, 144 yards, just under.
There's no surprise there. There's no surprise there. Because last week against Farmington, I think he added on to that total.
And you don't have a headset anymore. Okay. Aaron Preston, 8 carries, 101. So we had
That's what we expected there from Preston. It was just that first week or two we're working out the kinks, and we got it finally this week.
He averaged 12.6 a carry, 2 rushers over 100 yards, and a passer at 161. That's a recipe for success. Garrett Heltemus, 4 for 37. Colin Bryant, 4 for 17. John Navarro, 2 for 13. And there's a few with just 1 carry. On the receiving side, DeMarcus, 3 for 42, 14-yard average. Heltemus, 1 for 35. Johnson, 2 for 30. Stone Bryant, 2 for 28. His brother had 2 for 26. Colin did. That's going to do it for tonight. Our leading tackler tonight, both
like
Burton
Gunther.
and Gunther, both with 7.5 tackles tonight. Well, that's going to do it. Again, we want to thank our East Lab for all their hard work tonight. And again, we'll be coming to you from West Fork, Arkansas next week, where the Tigers will take on the West Fork Tigers.
And Tuesday night.
And Tuesday night, we got the volleyball.
Tigers will take on the Gentry Lady Pioneers volleyball.
All right. Thank you, guys. For Ryan Cook, I'm Lynn Gregson. Thank you and have a great night.
Go Tigers!
You're listening to a broadcast of the Prairie Grove Tigers at pgtigersonline.com.